All right, today I'm excited to be sharing with you how to use YouTube video ads to grow your channel, how to get more views, how to get more subscribers, how to get more interaction, all using YouTube video ads. Keep watching if you're interested at all in growing your YouTube channel to brand new heights using video advertising. So, back in the day, when I was starting with my YouTube channel, the way to grow it would be to go crazy with your content, create really awesome content, get it up onto YouTube, and then start interacting with the YouTube community and do collaborations and create more content, interact with people. And you know what? It was hard work. It would take a long time to build any kind of a following, to build any kind of attraction. Now, it still is the case today. If you want to go that way, you can still do it. YouTube, of course, now is a lot bigger, but it still takes time to build up a channel, especially if you're starting from scratch. Or if you have an existing channel, it's just kind of petering out or not growing very fast. It's hard work to grow it, especially if you're not huge already. So now, today, with YouTube video ads, there's a way to help grow your channel and views and subscribers a lot faster. And this is what I want to talk about today. I want to share with you how to do that. And what I want to do is break it down into the different components, the different strategies that you can use for growing your channel. I might not go into the nitty-gritty of setting up your campaigns because I might leave that for another video. But today I want to look at the overall picture, the strategies for helping you achieve that. Because I think if you get that right, then everything else is a lot easier and everything else becomes a lot simpler. So if you're ready, we're going to jump right into it. So here we go. So this is what I'm going to talk about today, this little picture here. And there's basically two ways that you can do this, two main ways of advertising on YouTube. The first one is with in-stream video advertising. So that's number one. Let's change my pen here. Number one, we'll talk about in-stream ads. So these are the little ads that annoyingly show up in front of other videos when you search and surf on YouTube. Those skippable ones, a lot of times they're skippable, not always. So these are called in-stream ads. So I'm going to show you how to use that for growing your channel and getting more views and subscribers. But then there's also the other one called in-display ads, the second type of video ads on YouTube. I'm going to show you also how to use that for growing your channel. All right, so let's go back to this first one. So for the in-stream ads, I really think there are three ways that you can help grow your channel. And I'm going to look at two main ways, really. One is with getting more views, and there's a couple of options there, and one is specifically for getting more subscribers. And, you know, just a note here on video advertising. When you do this right, you can dramatically increase your number of views and subscribers from real engaged viewers who help you increase your video watch time, increase your interaction, increase your comment rate, all the sort of stuff. If you do this right, it can work really well. If you do this wrong, it's not going to work for you. So pay attention. Okay, so the first way that I love growing my channel, or that I recommend you also think about growing your channel, is this first way here, where you have basically an ad going to content. So that's the first method. So this is an in-stream ad. So once again, this is an ad that shows up in front of another video on YouTube that people can watch, and they can skip it if they don't want to watch your ad. Okay. So the way to use it in this case is you have your ad running, and your call to action for your ad goes to your video content, a specific video on your YouTube channel. So as you can imagine, the more views you get on your ad over here, the more views you're going to get on your actual content, your content video on your channel. So this is a fantastic way of growing your views on your YouTube videos. So what works really well here is when you've just submitted a video and you're thinking, I'm not getting enough views right now, enough interaction or whatever else. And the social proof is kind of negative. And you want to kickstart the video just a little bit. So this is a great time to set up an in-stream ad and drive traffic to your content video. Okay, so, just to be clear here, for this strategy to work, you need two videos. You need your actual little ad. And this is normally like a 30-second or 40-second type of video ad that's very targeted, very specific, and calls people specifically to action to visit your video page. So I'll get into some examples in a second. Actually, let's look at an example for this right now. So inside our V-Roll software, for example, you can create these sort of videos. I don't want to plug this too much, but I just want to show you the kind of video that I want to talk about. So if you go to the YouTube templates, for example, one that works really well is like this one here, the YouTube search one. So I'm going to just select that one so I can show you some music options. And let's say let's try Parasail. So as this video plays, you'll see it mimics sort of a search in YouTube. And you can have your own text here, of course. So for example, you're struggling with a specific issue, you're trying to lose weight, or I'm not sure if you're allowed to lose weight, but anyway, you type in your text into these videos or into the software, and this basically creates the video for you. And then towards the end, you've got a call to action. And this, where the call to action happens, is where you tell people to go and watch your video. And so when they click on the call to action, it goes all the way straight to your video content on YouTube. So I could, for example, send this to any video on my channel, any video that I want to increase the views for. So I've got the YouTube ad with a cool call to action. Boom, people watch it, click on the call to action, and go and visit my video on YouTube. Boom, increases views. And by the way, as you increase views and you have a good call to action on your content video as well, this is the other thing to note. That's really important. For all of your content videos, you need to make sure that you always have a good call to action there as well. And oftentimes, a good call to action is to ask people to subscribe to your channel. So indirectly, you can increase your subscriber base as well by sending traffic to your content video here on YouTube. Okay, cool. So the next method is where you basically use your content as the ad. So your actual video, the video that you have, your video content video that you have on YouTube, you use that as the actual ad. So you don't create a separate ad, but you just actually promote that very same video. And so when people click on a call to action, it also goes again to that same video. So what happens is it kind of looks like this. So you use your actual content video as the ad. And when people watch it, it increases your views immediately, because as soon as people get to 30 seconds, they watch your content, that counts as a view. But you might have a call to action somewhere as well, like a little annotation or a little card. When people click on it, it goes to that very same video where it exists on your channel on YouTube. And once again, your views increase. And if you have a cool call to action here that gets people to subscribe to your channel, you also increase your subscribers. But once again, this is actually a very cool strategy for increasing your views. So this first one can work really well. You probably get more targeted traffic to your final video, but it's kind of strange because you've got views happening here on your ad, but also then views happening on your actual video. So there's two kind of views happening there at the same time. So this works really well, but it might not be as effective as the second one where you're actually using your content video as the actual ad, because then your views are going to go up much faster, much easier. And yeah, so you get views, but then subsequently, if you have a good call to action inside your content video, you'll get subscribers as well. So the example here is really simple. It can be any video on your YouTube channel that you want to increase the views for. All you do is when you set up your ad inside AdWords, when it asks for your video ad, what URL you want to use, you just use the URL of your actual video for the ad. That's as easy as it is. And in another video, I might go into more detail for how to do that, how to set up those campaigns. That information is readily available. So I want to just stick to the strategy for today. Okay, so that's the second way of using InStream for growing views and subscribers. And then the third way is back to creating a video ad with a very strong call to action, But this time, instead of sending them to another video or another website or whatever for that matter, you send them to your channel page on YouTube. And what's cool here is that you can either just send them to the URL of your channel, or there's a special way of using a special link so that as your destination in AdWords, so that when people click on it, it goes to your channel, yes, but then it also comes up with a little pop-up to ask people to subscribe on your channel. And that's very cool. That can increase your subscription. But even if you just send them to your channel page, that can work really well. So what's important for this to work here is, very importantly, your channel trailer, your little trailer that people watch when they get to your channel. So that's the first thing they see. So very important for this video, it needs to be short, it needs to be interesting, and it needs to have a very strong call to action to ask people to subscribe. Very important. So normally these videos are like 30 to 60 seconds long. Try and keep it on the short side, and the main purpose of these videos is really just to get people excited, to engage them, but to ask them to subscribe to your channel. This is the most important thing for this kind of strategy to work. Okay, so the big question here is with targeting. Oftentimes, the reason why these things work is there's two main reasons. One is showing your video ad to the right people so that they can come and watch your video or come and visit your channel and subscribe to your channel. You get the target wrong, then nothing else really matters. It doesn't matter how good your videos are. It doesn't matter because they're just not going to be interested. So getting the targeting right is very important. The second thing to get right is your actual video, your video ad or your video content. And that needs to match with your audience. So you got to have those things match up really well. And I talked about that more in my video from yesterday, where you get message to market match. Where your message and your market matches really well, that's when you get really good engagement and really good conversions. Right. So in terms of targeting, though, it's very important. So what we do with in-stream ads is that we mainly focus on video and channel placements. So essentially what we do is we go and find very specific videos and channels that we know our target audience is watching on YouTube, regularly watching, and then we only show our ads in front of those videos. That's it. So instead of going out and showing our ads to everybody, we just say no. We just pick the videos and channels that our target audience is watching, and we show our ads just in front of those videos. So, of course, on YouTube, the way to do it is just to search for content. So, for example, if you're in the fitness industry, you might do a search for fitness. Let me just share that. And you'll see a bunch of videos and channels coming up for that search term. And, then you can go and grab those links and then, enter that into AdWords as one of your targets. That's quite painful, though. So what we do with our software, our Viral software, and once again, this is not necessarily a plug, but I do believe in our software and that it's awesome. With our software, what you can do is you can go and look for placements in a bulk way. So, for example, I can here go to this keyword tool and type in fitness, just like I did on YouTube, and hit the search button. And what it does now is it goes and finds all the keyword phrases that people are searching for on YouTube. It ranks it automatically by search volume. And now what I can do is start building these lists of extremely targeted videos that I can run my ads in front of. So it only takes a few seconds, and I'll show you the results. There it is. We just found the first 240 videos that rank for the keyword fitness. And I can do this now for all these keywords if I want to. And if I go down here, I can go and find them again. Let's see, where's the fitness one that I just created? There it is. So if I click on fitness, you'll see now all the videos that's been found that you can run your ads in front of. Now, not all of these videos will be monetized. So in other words, you won't be able to show your ad in front of all of them, but there's a heck of a lot of them. And this is just for one keyword phrase. And of course, you can do now the same for channels as well. You can select a whole channel, and you can use our software to do that, to find specific channels and run your ad on all the channels. all the videos on these channels, and be very, very targeted. So there's lots of traffic to be had there. Okay, so that's what we do for the in-stream one. So just once again, we've got the ad to content strategy. We create a separate ad and drive traffic to your video on YouTube. Then there's the content to content strategy, where you just use your actual video as the ad, your actual content video as the ad, and you just drive a ton of traffic to that video. Boom. And then there's the final one, which is creating a separate ad and driving straight to your channel. And just as an example there, and in terms of our software, once again, inside here under our templates, we actually have a specific template here that you can use that's specifically designed to get YouTube subscribers. And you'll see here the call to action at the end. Let me just grow that, let's play that a little bit. Is very specific. So of course you'll be having your own words in here. And by the way, you don't have to use the software. You can create this all by yourself if you want to. The software just speeds it all up for you, and it's got a lot of psychology and sound elements, visual elements to help you get a better call conversion rate. But see, for this one, it's got a specific call to action to get people to subscribe on YouTube. So I've used this to actually double my subscription rate overnight. I use this very same template to achieve that. So it can work really, really well. All right, so that's in-stream video ads for helping you get more views and subscribers. And you'll see once you get more views and subscribers as well, the interaction for your videos will go through the roof as well. So let's now look at the more challenging one, I think, to get right and to get working, and that's for in-display ads. And so the way this one looks is like this. So this is the second type of video ad. And so in-display ads is where normally if you do a search on YouTube, like the first 1 or 2 results are ads. If you click on them, it goes to a video on YouTube. So let me quickly just show you what that looks like in real life. So on YouTube, see how I typed in fitness here in the search box, and these first 2 results are ads. So when I click on one of them, so for example, this one, it'll go to another video for that advertiser that sits on YouTube. Okay, and then it's up to this advertiser to have all the right sort of the right call to action to drive them wherever they want to. Okay, so this is how these ads work. And also, of course, you get ads here on the right-hand side. Let's see, for example, if I go back and I watch, say, I don't know, this fitness video here. Let's see, there should be an ad popping up here on the side. It doesn't always happen. So this one here actually is the in-stream ad that we talked about just before. But in display, you'll often see ads coming up here on the side, on the right-hand side as well. For this particular one, I don't see any ads, but quite often there's an ad sitting there as well. It's surprising that there's no ads sitting for this one because it's quite a competitive keyword phrase here. Interesting. Anyway, so this is in-display ads, and so that's how they work. Now, the way to use them for getting more views and subscribers is like this. So there's a first method. It's basically where you create your little ad. So there it is. And when people click on it, you drive them to your video on your own channel, your content video. And so by default, this will increase your views, just like that. And once again, it's important that you do proper targeting here. So you only get the right people clicking on that to go and watch your video. Okay, and I'll show you in a second how we do targeting for this. And then, of course, that's it. That's in a way, these are easier because you don't need to create a separate video ad for this ad. All you really need is essentially a thumbnail image that you can it might even be the same thumbnail image as your content video. So that people click on it, sort of, they know where they land. It's kind of the same thing that they clicked on. But all you really need is a content video. And then when you set up your ad in AdWords, it just, it's just basic. It's like a text ad, basically. And it just drives traffic straight to your video on YouTube. Now, once again, very important here is your call to action inside your video. So towards the end, once you've provided people with some great value, once again, you ask people to subscribe. Get more subscribers on YouTube. Get them to subscribe right there and then on YouTube. Have a little button or something, an annotation or something to get them to subscribe. Very important. So that one is, in terms of concept, pretty straightforward. That's how it works. Now, the second way of doing this is basically exactly the same. You create your little video ad, your in-display ad, but this time, instead of just sending it to normal content, you send them to your channel trailer video. So this is the video that's like 60 seconds long. You know, it's the same one that you use on your channel page for getting people to subscribe. And once again, your call to action, very importantly here, is to get people to subscribe. Okay. So once again here, the tricky thing is creating this video, this trailer video. And this is the video that just normally sits on your channel page when new visitors come to your page. And this is what they can watch. So in fact, you can see this if you go into your channel and let's see, how do I do this? So if I go to my channel, for example, and when you're logged in, you'll see these different options here. So if someone's already subscribed, they'll just see your normal content. But if they're not subscribed yet, they'll see something different. See, this is for new visitors. They'll actually see your trailer video. And you can set this up inside your channel when you're logged in. So this trailer video of mine, I think it's about a minute long. Oh, this one's a bit longer,
What do you
actually.
think is the one thing?
I actually need to update this video because it's old now and I've changed my channel focus quite a bit. But this is the video that you use for getting people to subscribe. And just, by the way, interesting to see what's happening here while I'm running this live event. Just as an aside, it's getting advertised on all my videos. You'll see there, it says live now. The video that you guys are watching right now, which is being recorded live, is being promoted on every single video on my channel. How cool is that? But anyway, back to the topic again. This is your trailer video. And if we look at our little example here, a little drawing, this is the video that we're talking about. So when you create your ad, you just send people not to your channel page. I'm not sure if you can with the in-display ads. You sort of can, because you can choose how you want your video to display. But the URL essentially for your ad, or the destination, is going to your trailer video that's sitting on your channel. Very important. Now, those are the sort of two examples. There's probably more ways that you can do this with, but you know, I like keeping things simple. And I normally just try and test one thing at a time, get really good at it. Once that's working, then I move on to the next thing. In terms of targeting, though, for in-display ads, is that we seem to find that mainly keywords work well, but you can use placements as well as a targeting option. There's other ways of doing it as well. You can actually, just thinking about it, you can also, for any of these, use a retargeting or remarketing lists. Retargeting lists. So if this blows your head a little bit, don't worry about it. I may have a special video on just retargeting, but basically it just means anybody who's come to your website at any one point, you can show them an ad on YouTube that specifically asks them to come and subscribe to your YouTube channel or to watch a specific video. Very powerful, because that audience is already hot. And so when they surf on YouTube, basically, doesn't matter what video they watch, you can get your ad in front of them if they're on your retargeting list. Very, very powerful. But I think I'll make another video specifically on retargeting or remarketing and go into more detail for that, because I think this video is starting to get a bit long now. All right, so let's look at targeting, how you do that if we use like the V-Roll software. So there's lots of other software around as well, but when we use V-Roll, this is how we do it. We go to target, and then we go keywords, and we search for keywords here. So specifically on YouTube, you can do Google ones as well, but we just use YouTube. And, you know, once again, we'll do something like fitness for this example. And once again, the software V-Roll will go through this and find all the keywords that relate to that main keyword phrase, you know, that people are searching for on YouTube in particular, and then it'll rank it by search volume. It'll also give you other details like what other people are currently paying for this on the normal AdWords, the amount of competition that's around. I mean, you can even check out the trending curve for that particular keyword phrase on Google to see, you know, if it's sort of a hot thing or not. So this is interesting. This is very interesting. You can have a guess here. Why do we see these peaks here? This is so funny. The peaks, my guess is, yeah, it happens exactly the same time of the year, January. January. Everybody is searching for fitness at the beginning of the year with New Year's resolutions. Interesting, during January 2014, there was a slight peak compared to other years. So I'm not sure what happened in 2014. Maybe it was Olympics or something. I can't remember. But that's interesting. Anyway, so you can find out all these sort of things. In fact, if you're targeting fitness, you know that maybe in the start of the year, a lot more people are searching for it. So maybe that's when you should be running your ads. Very interesting. So lots of insights here. But then what you can do is you can either just select some of the keywords or all of them if you want to, and then you can save this to a new keyword list, for example. And you can normally we like using the broad match one for our ads, but say we can save that now, and it should take a few seconds. There's probably a lot in here actually. I shouldn't have selected all of them, because it might take a week. So they're all saved now, so you can go there, and then under fitness there's 517 keywords that we just saved. And now when you create your ad, you can just go and grab them from here. I think this one grabs them all, and you can copy to keyboard, copy to clipboard, and then basically use that for your targeting inside your ads. How cool is that? So just back to my little drawing here. That's how it works with in-display ads. So just to summarize here, the key things for making this work is making sure that you find the right targets. So in other words, the right people to show your ads in front of, and that you have the right message to show to them as well. So we use tools like V-Roll to help us with the targeting and with creating the video ads. You don't have to if you want to do it yourself. But then, we focus on just keeping things simple with InStream. Just these three options with add to content, content to content, and add to channel. And with in-display, we just go from the ad straight to content, or from the ad straight to a trailer video. And that, my dear friends, is how you use YouTube video ads for helping you grow your YouTube channel. If you've enjoyed this, please make sure you give us a thumbs up. Make sure you share this with anybody that you think this might be useful for. And of course, make sure you subscribe to this channel. I don't have a specific call to action here button, but make sure you get onto my channel and subscribe. Maybe below the video, or if you're watching on mobile, it might be a different place. Make sure you subscribe. Why? Because I'm creating a lot of these videos at the moment. I'm running them daily at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time live. And so you can tune in and get onto the Q&A. I'm actually going to finish the content part of this video now and then jump into the Q&A. And only the live people can join in on the Q&A session. So if you want to join this live as well and be part of that, make sure you join in on 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time most business days during the week. I can't promise every single day, but most of them at the moment. All right, thank you so much for watching. You're an awesome audience, and I'm going to close it off now and then jump into the Q&A for my live audience. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.